All right, so what's up everybody? Very easy way to cut your head bald using clippers. What I have here are the Andis T outliners. So let's get straight into it. I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to do this. It's very simple. Make sure you guys stick around for the whole video. In the meanwhile, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight to it. All right, so you wanna grab your clippers, okay? And what you wanna simply do is just go against the grain. All right, so while I go against the grain, I like to hold my scalp taut like this. You see how I'm holding my scalp like that, just to make it easier for the clippers to glide across my head. I mean, now you may ask, okay, well, is it gonna easily glide across your head without holding your scalp taut? Like, yeah, it will, you know, see, it'll still cut. But I just find it a lot easier when I hold my head taut and just cut it like that. All right, so with the sides, you want to make sure that you're going in the upwards direction. So I'm on the side of my head now, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna continue to go against the grain of my hair here. So I'm gonna go straight up. Make sure you guys feel free to ask any questions in the comment area. I will reply. Give me up to 24 hours and I'll reply to your comments. So let's get straight back to this. So I'm gonna continue holding my scalp taut, okay, for the sides here. All right, so all I'm doing here, I'm just getting the loose hairs off here with my little mini brush, just to make sure the clippers stay clear. Makes it easier, you know, to continue to cut your hair. Forgive the sound in the background, it's my washing machine. So let's get straight back to it. So with the top here, just like I went against the grain on the sides, I went up instead of going down or to the side or something like that. I just went straight up. Now with the top, you simply want to just go straight back. Okay, very simple. So again, holding my head taut. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but this is just my preferred method of doing this. I feel like it makes it a lot easier to cut your hair. Not that it's very difficult if you don't, but it's just, you know, it just makes it easier. You know? So again, just holding my head taut and going against the grain, just going straight back here on the top part at least. All right, and just wiping all the loose hairs off of my clippers here, just to make sure hairs don't get jammed up in there. So another good pointer here is when you're doing this, you want to keep a brush handy just to brush away the loose hairs off the top of your head. I also have here one of these brushes here. This works just as fine as well. Okay. So let's get straight back to it. So you want to do that just to make sure that you're cutting all of those hairs, because sometimes you can miss a little patch or miss a little area. So to avoid that, I just make sure as I go, I just, you know, brush as I go, just to make sure everything's looking clear. So let's get straight back to it. So again, you want to just keep against the grain, okay, on the top. So on the top part of your head, you want to go back. All right. So let's stop it here real quick. I just want to get this disclaimer. By no means am I a barber or a professional or anything like that. This information that I'm sharing with you guys is just my personal preferences, my personal experiences. So feel free to follow along if you want to. It's up to you. I'm not a professional by any means. This is what works best for me. It may not work best for you. I think that it will, but I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing my personal experience with the world, letting you guys know my experience and what works best for me. So let's get straight back to it. So on the side, see, I'm on the other side here. So again, we want to go against the grain. So just go, let me turn this way, and you just want to go up. I'm holding my skin taut. Okay. I'll show you guys, hopefully you guys can see that. All right, yeah, get my little sideburns here. Again, very simple method. I hope that I'm explaining this well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment area. I will reply to your questions. So again, so just to kind of recap so far. So with the sides, I'm going straight up. I'm going against the grain here. So I'm going just turn the clippers on. And I'm just going straight against the grain here as I hold my head, as I hold my scalp taut to make it easier to cut all of those fine hairs. These Andis T outliners do a great job at that. So I have videos about this on my page, so feel free to scroll through the rest of my videos here and check those out. So anyway, on this side here, you just want to go straight up, okay? Go straight up against the grain. With the top part of your head, you just want to go straight back, straight back, straight back. Just keep doing that. And again, as you're doing it, you see how I'm holding my skin like that? You see how my skin is tightening up when I hold my scalp taut? It doesn't hurt, it's not painful or anything like that. And I do the same thing on the sides. I just hold it taut like this. Okay, you got a close-up view of what I do. I just hold it taut like that. Now with this side right here, which I'm not done with yet, okay, it's a little bit harder for me to show you guys from my angle. Again, I'm just holding my head, my scalp taut. Sometimes you'll see me do this with my ear, but I'm still pulling the scalp so it can be taut to make it easier to cut the hairs. So let's get straight back to this. And then by the way, I'm just using my little mini brush just to brush away those mini hairs that you see on the clippers here, just to keep my clippers clear and make it easier to cut. So let's get straight back to this. So again, on the side, let me give you guys this view. Okay, just cutting behind the ears. You want to hold your ears down. That's another pointer that I would give when you're cutting behind your ears. I mean, it's a sensitive area. Of course, you don't want to nick your ears with these Andis T outliners because that will hurt a little bit, you know. So you want to hold your ear down, okay? Protect your ear, and at the same time, kind of, you see how I'm pulling my skin there, but at the same time, I'm covering my ear too. So it's basically impossible for me to nick my ear. Now, if you just go in there like this, you know, if you're just gonna try to move around your ear, I mean, you can do that. I wouldn't suggest it. I would just suggest, you know, grab your ear, cover it up, at the same time hold your skin taut, and just go against the grain. All right, that's what I would suggest in regards to protecting your ears when you're cutting your bald head with the clippers. So let's get back to this side over here. You know what? I'm gonna skip that for now. I'm not gonna do the whole haircut. I just want to explain to you guys how to simply do it using basic clippers here. I got the Andis T outliners. These cut very, very close. Like I say, if you want me to go into more detail about these, I have more videos on my channel here that you can check out where I go into more details about these Andis T outliners, Andis T outliner clippers. But in this video specifically, I'm just touching on the steps that it takes to cut your head bald using clippers. Maybe you don't use the Andis T outliners. Maybe you use something else, and that's whatever your preference is. This is just my preference. These work great for me. They come zero gapped already, all of that good stuff. But like I said, I don't want to speak too much about these because I have other videos on here that you guys can check out. So anyway, so you saw, so just to recap so far, with this side right here, you just want to hold your skin taut, go straight up, go straight up. With the top part of your hair here, you just want to go straight back, okay? Now with the side here, same thing as you do on this side. Hold your skin taut, protect your ear, you know, when you're going behind your ears, that is, okay? So, and then just go straight up, straight up, straight up, all along the sides of your hair. And then with the top part, go straight back. Now, I'm not gonna show you guys the back part. I'll show you how it's looking so far. So of course, the haircut is incomplete, of course, you know, but with the back, all right, so sorry about that, you guys. My phone ran out of memory. But anyway, with the back part, you just want to go straight up, straight up, straight up, just against the grain, just like I did with the sides and just like I did with the top. You just want to, so again, with the back, let me show you guys, hopefully after you guys can see this clearly. You just want to hold your skin taut, go straight up. Straight up, straight up, straight up, you just want to repeat that method right there. All right. Don't want to make this video too lengthy. And then, by the way, when you're doing this, you don't have to add a lot of pressure on the clippers if you're new to this, or if you just have that question. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure. You're just simply just going across it like that, and you press in just a little bit, but you shouldn't be like digging in there like really hard or anything like that. Maybe people will have that question. I think that's a good thing to mention while I'm making this video. So you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. Just simply just turn on your clippers here. And give you guys a close up here. Let me show you guys the pressure that I'm applying or not applying. See, you don't need a lot of pressure. You don't need a lot of pressure. Just let it glide across there. Okay. So I would just say, just press, just press it against your head reasonably, and just go up. Okay. But you don't want to put too much pressure on it, So hopefully this video can help people. Hopefully it was informative. I think that these are very simple steps to cutting your head bald, using clippers versus using a razor blade or some other method. This is just the method that I prefer. So if you want to see the before and after, I'm not done with the haircut yet, as you guys can see. Got a lot of patches in here, but I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to show you guys the steps that it takes to cut your hair bald using clippers. It's very simple. Again, I'll just recap real quick. You just go against the grain on the sides. Against the grain on the sides, hold your skin taut. What I mean by against the grain on the sides, you want to go in an upwards motion. On the top, you want to go in a backwards motion. At the back, you want to go in an upward motion. Okay, really simple. You just want to do that. You don't want to apply too much pressure. And then again, as you're doing it, you want to brush your hair. Make sure you're getting all those loose hairs off, or maybe get one of these brushes like I have here. Just kind of brush it away. Pretty simple. You just do that until all the hair is gone. And as you guys can see, it's really smooth in these areas. If you want to see it before and after, just look at the thumbnail to this video here. Like I say, I'm not going to do the whole haircut in this video. I've got other videos where I do the entire haircut, but I don't want to make this one too long. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will reply. Give me within 24 hours to reply to your comment or your question or your suggestion. I'm open to suggestions as well. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, shout outs to you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peace out. Have a good one.